To Sunday Night Live. My name is Kelley Farley. I'm an independent Stampin' demonstrator in Karaka, Auckland, New Zealand, and I do a Facebook Live every Sunday night and Wednesday night. So let me just get myself so I can see what's up here and see who's joining us, if anybody. Tonight I haven't made a pre-card. Like, I haven't had a chance to do that, so I just, hi Andrea, I just, my phone is behind the computer for a change, which is weird. Alright, so we're going to make, let's just make sure that is further back. So, put my computer on mute. Yeah, so, and I thought my niece's birthday is coming up in January, so it'd be quite good to get a card ready for her. It looks a bit blurry. Is it a bit blurry for you, Andrea? Oh, wonder what happened there. Hopefully that's okay. Oh, mine's flashing green. Is that happening for you, Andrea? Maybe. That's why we had issues the other day. Anyway, I'm going to use this cute little bear set. It's called Happy Forest Friends in the annual catalogue. Looks okay to you? Oh, good. Alright, I won't stress about that then. It's done it again. Okay, must be just me with my computer refreshing or something. Alright, so in the instructions I said you need a piece of... Alright, so you need a piece of A4 card. I'm going to see if I can zoom out a bit, just so that you can see. Alright, so you get a piece of the A4 card, and we're going to cut this into what would be our normal card front, which would be... to make it easy, I'm going to say 4. And so we need this one in as 4 as well. So that's 4 inches. So you've got this little tiny bit that we'll get rid of for now. And then we're going to pop this in. And normally we would do 5 7/8. We could still do 5 7/8. Yeah, let's do that. 5 7/8 is, or was it 14.8, I think, in centimetres? For those of you doing centimetres. My phone is not happy. Or my computer is not happy. That's slightly too big. They need to all be the same. So if you are having trouble like me, I'm just going to get that bit off there. If you're having trouble, just make sure that when you measure them, they're all the same. Maybe it's easier to go to 5 3/4. That might just make the actual final measurement a bit easier. So 4 by 5 3/4 is what we're working with. So you get a little tiny piece off the end and the side. Okay. So we've got 4 pieces of cardstock like that, and we're going to need 4 pieces of designer series paper. Quiet evening tonight. We've got visitors, so might go that side. So I'm going to do one of those. I had this idea, which I don't think is going to work anymore. But I had this idea of cutting out one of these little bears and using that as my spinner. Hi, Alison. But then remembered that actually you need something that's the reverse image of it, so it's not really going to work. So we'll find something else. Okay, so maybe I will do that one. What's in the back of that? I might do that in the middle one. And then, so you're actually going to be folding all of your cards. Oh, yeah, maybe I'll use that one. So that one I might put in the front actually. I might do that one on the front. There. And then this one on the sides. So we want, what's that, 3 3/4? 3 3/4. So hope everyone's had a good week. So 2 of those at 3 3/4. And then because we've gone 5, whoops, sorry, we've gone 5, so we're going to go down to 5.5 with the back. Alright, so those are going to be our side pieces. God, did I do 5.5? Oh, yeah. Those are going to be our side pieces. Let me put that away. So they should center nicely. No, what do I do? What is that? 4. Why is that not right? Damn it. Okay, so I did. Maybe did I not cut all of them? Sorry, ladies. So what have we got here? 5 3/4, and then 5.5. So maybe. Wait. Is anyone else saying that this is not working? Looks like I've got a heap more room at the top than I do at the side, and I've only taken 1/4 off each part. No, because I trimmed that down too far. But that's okay. I was trim it this way. Make it a little bit narrower. And then those are going to be my inside pieces anyway, so you're not going to see it as much. And that. So those 2, and then you've got a front and a back. So for my front, I'm going to use this piece. Make sure I actually cut it at the right size, which is 5.5. These cute little flowers. So I want the flowers or the toadstools. Because that's about 6. So I want 4. 3/4. I'll use the flowers. So please have cut that right one because I've only got one of those. So I've got one that way, and then the back one I might just use this. Where's it from? This bit here for the back. So 3/4. It's rather noisy. And hi Sandra. Super hot here today, being in the pool. Ah, in the river. Oh, nice. No problem at all. Oh, are you guys not working together anymore, Andrea and Sandra? Or one of you on holiday? So I want 5.5. Yes. Start second guessing myself now. Alright, get all the papers out of the way for now. And then trim up. Oh, that stinks. Okay, so I'm going to glue those down before. Oh, you left, Andrea. Oh, I'm sure they miss you. Andrea left us. Not too far away, I hope, Andrea. I hope for a better job. So you can just fold it. I've got the thick white card, and it's quite thick, so I'm going to pre-score it. You're just going to score down the centre of each of your card pieces. I've lost one already. So being 4 inches across, scoring at 2 inches is where you want to be. And then you're going to do the same thing with your paper. But with your paper, it's going to be easy enough to line it up on your edge piece and then match. So you've got your paper. I would fold with your design. Yep. So you're going to fold all 4. If you find it easier to do it in your hands, then that's totally fine too. But remember, if you do end up scoring your designer series paper, to be a bit gentle with it because it will tear. But this is a nice card to use up, designer series paper. Well, that's a good thing, at least. But it's a bit harder, I suppose, when you're used to seeing everyone at work every day. Then it's just the home time visits and everyone kind of gets busy, don't they? But, oh, well, Andrea, it's time you got those new people into doing some card making and you have some great conversations. And some baking, cooking. So we're going to fold these in half. And burnish them because they will need to be, sorry, my phone's probably not coping very well with the, alright, so what the other thing that you need to do is flip them over and then just kind of crease, line your pieces up and just crease the centre so you get the centre point. And then on the back, we're just going to put a little mark, which is the centre, so that when we're cutting our shape, we can use that as a guide to cutting. I'm just hearing lots of people talking in our kitchen, which isn't usually happening because our dishwasher decided to, you have to do it with both. Yeah, our dishwasher decided to stop working last week. And so everyone's in the kitchen doing dishes, which is nice that they're doing that for me. I don't have to because I hate washing dishes. Just anything in my house, anything if I move to a new house has to have a dishwasher. Alright, so I'm going to glue these down. I'm going to centre them. They will go like that a little bit. So just make sure that your folds are joined. Yes, I think you're right. Oh, man. That's a good boss. I don't know what I'd do without my machine. I don't have it at work, but we do have a coffee machine at work. I just don't like the coffee that we use, but it's okay. Oh, look, seriously, Andrea, it is, I never had one until we bought our first house. I grew up washing dishes, and we had a dishwasher, which was an amazing dishwasher, but it was still a dishwasher. And ever since then, I'm just like, nah, that is a prerequisite. It has to have a dishwasher in the house because, but this is the person that also pays someone to come and clean your house too, so, you know. I just love that I can put the dishes in the dishwasher and the bench is clear. We don't have all these dishes hanging around, and especially in summer. Still doesn't mean that people put them in the dishwasher, but you know. Okay, so now we've got our 4 pieces. We're going to cut. Now I don't think this will fit through my big cut and emboss machine. Yeah, what have I done? I should have folded it the other way. I don't think it's going to fit in my cut and emboss machine. With all of these layers, because I've used the thick card. And I know it's not like much thicker. Yeah, nice. We think that it's the error thing that came up was the element has blown or something, probably from the funeral where we had everyone here afterwards, and it got run several times during the day. All right, I'm not really selling this card, am I? It's not looking like it's going to be an easy kind of put together, but actually when I was doing it, it actually looks pretty easy. I'm not watching it. So what we're going to do is we've got these 4 pieces, and we need to make sure that they all line up. Let me just get rid of that. So I'm going to start with my front piece, and we're actually going to start on the back. And I brought my dies over now. Oh, underneath the paper. And I'm using the Stylish Shapes dies. So this one has got the stitching on it. And I know it seems odd, but to line it up, we're going to do it in the back. You could do it the other way. I'm going to put a big washi tape on there. Grab it up. Actually, I wonder if I use my ovals. Where are my ovals? That's a bit annoying. Okay, can't find my ovals, so we're sticking with stitch shapes. Any shape will do. Hang on, what's this? No, not on there either. Oh, there they are. Let's use ovals, because then I can cut out my bear. Nope. That one there. So what we need to do is make sure that then it's all lined up and centered, that all of them line up on each other. I wonder how well this will go through, 2 at a time, because you don't have to line it up twice. So let's give it a go. It'll just kind of hopefully, it might just, if it doesn't cut through, it'll give an indent, but then I can just line the die up again. Oh, it's tight. Okay, so let's see if that worked or not. Not quite, but that's okay, because now I have an indent where to put my next one. And I will take this piece and this piece and do the same thing. So you can see where the die was sitting, and there's a little bit of a ridge, so it just sits nicely in there. on. Keep the little cutouts as well, because it gives you nice little, so it's a nice patterned piece shape that you can use as a background for a sentiment or something like that. So just slowly through, so we don't stress the machine too much. And we'll just take that off. Remembering that this is the back, so we're not going to see that. So it's just a matter of doing that to all 4 pieces. And like we said before, thank you. Just going to put that back on and that back through. If you don't feel your machine will cope with it, or you don't want to risk it, I totally get it. But just once you've done your cutting, if you get your piece on your next one and draw around the inside of it, you can then line up your die so that it's in the same place. So let me get that off and do the last one. That later, because now the washi tape's not coming off it. So on our last piece, it should sit just nicely on there, through the middle, and obviously you're cutting through card and designer series paper as well, so you know, it's a bit of an ask for the poor machine. Right, finished with that, we'll get rid of it. Put that away. Okay, so now we've got our 4 pieces. And we actually want them to fold that way. I want them to be all lined up, hopefully. Hopefully I cut them the right way. Like so. We're going to line up. What we're going to do is, these 2 pieces are going to be the sides. So this is my front. Just making sure I haven't missed any comments. And then I'm going to fold these over this way. And then the next one this way. And then this one this way. That one probably was alright, because these 2 are on the sides. So we want to line that up and make sure that it's lined up on this side, and then we want to do the same thing with this one here. So it's like so. Okay, and then this one is going to go on the top. So we need to just make sure all of our card pieces are going the right way. So this one doesn't really matter, because the leaves can go, oh no, it's got it. Yeah. So pop your glue, tape, adhesive, whatever your choice of adhesive is, pop it on there. Now before you do that, put some glue along the seam there, and I'm going to get some Baker's Twine or linen thread, whatever you've got there, or some of this is quite nice too, but we'll just use a bit of white Baker's Twine. I'm just going to go a little bit longer than the card so that I can trim it. Whoop. I'm going to pop this one here. You're just going to make sure that your string is covered in the adhesive of your choice. Use my tweezers and make sure it's on and stuck down nicely, like so. You kind of want it as close to the middle as possible. And then clean your tweezers of all the glue. It's getting to that point of the year, isn't it, that there's only got 4 people on, so everyone's busy with stuff. We had our work due on Friday night, and I just crashed on Saturday. Just did not do much at all. Sorry about my head. You don't need to see that. So we've got that on. Okay, make sure it's lined up at the edges there. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to put this piece flat, and we're going to put our glue. Remember, if you are not a fan of the Tombow glue, just to make sure that you don't put it too close to the edge. And then we're just going to line that up. Oh, it's a little bit off. I might actually line it up with my oval, because then I can trim off some bits. I think I might have put one in upside down. So I've got a little bit sticking out here, which I can put in my trimmer later and trim off. Right, and then this piece, we're just going to do one at a time. Oh, let's do both. It's got a bit of wiggle room. Why not? Now this one I think goes this way. I'm just going to slot that in and lie it flat so that it lines up with the edges of the ovals and the edges of your card. My 6-year-old niece is not going to take much notice of the fact that it's not completely lined up, I'm sure. So, that is our card. Oh, that's annoying, Lisa. That's really annoying. I hate it when they do that. And then they're like, oh, it's not our fault. It's like, it is your fault. You delivered it to the wrong place. They should have to go and get it. You shouldn't have to go and get it. Alright, so this is the front of my card. It's a little bit bulky in the middle, but that's okay. So it lies flat and it fits into a standard envelope. And then what I wanted to do was pop in a bear, but my cute little bear, here's my little piece that I'm going to cut out. My cute little bear that I'm going to use only goes in one direction. So if I cut him out and put him on the back, oh, do you know what? Let me do this. Let's do this. Let's see if I need a new punch rack. I don't have enough punches now. I'm going to be naughty and use a retired punch. Oh, that's annoying though that they don't organise that better. Oh, he's just a little... Actually, it needs to be oval, doesn't it? So, if I cut him, and I cut one of these, using an oval, a smaller oval, then that might work. Or I could possibly go a little bit smaller. Yes, let's give that a go. Ladies, you're in a rush. I can finish this later and post a picture. If you're wanting to head off, you can do the draw. There's only 3 people in the draw. Andrea's 2 of them. Yes, well, that's the same as my oval punches. I mean, my oval dies. I couldn't get rid of them. They were a shape that I use a lot. And I don't know why. I really don't know why Stampin' got rid of the ovals. but I feel like that's going to fit okay. So let me just pop these through. Just chat amongst yourselves. So I think I would hope that the courier company would actually go searching for it. I don't know why. It needs to be the responsibility of the recipient to go finding their stuff up. Hopefully they can sort it. Oops. For you quickly. Okay. 2 little oval bears. Get my way of doing that. Alright, so this is going to go in here. He's waving, and then I'm going to pop it on the other side too. No, not in time. Probably not. It's just so frustrating. Like, you pay all that money and then they can't even do it right. Or they take no responsibility for it. It's just annoying. Unless it wasn't entered properly, then, you know, that's a little bit different. Okay, so I've just popped some glue on the back there. I'm actually going to go top down. I don't know, make sure I'm in the screen for this. I'm going to go top down and just center that in the oval shape that I've cut. Alright, and then just using my scissors, that center. It's not feeling like it's in the center. That's a bit better. Alright. There. So pop it in there, and then it's starting to lift up. Then I'm going to get my other piece. Ah, where's my tweezers gone? There they are. Oh yeah, I did do it right way. I was like, oh my god, that's all I need. Need to go away, but they sent it 3C. Okay, and then we're just going to place that on top and pinch together. Now, obviously, if you're not a you can count on me to blurt the words out. Well, you know, we're all thinking it, aren't we? Okay, so just needs a sentiment now, but I don't know how well you can see this. If I hold it like that, you can see it. And then you can actually get him to spin around. So before you put it into your envelope, you can spin it. And then when they pull it out, it'll spin. Isn't that cute? Hopefully you got to see that. Shall I do it again and hold it on an angle? I'm also conscious that my glue is still quite wet. So there we go. I don't want to spin it too hard because I don't want it to dislodge. And I've got a little tiny bit showing out here. So yeah, I've got Andrea twice in the drawer today. I just used some baker's twine, or you could also use linen thread. If you don't have any of that ribbon, a thinner ribbon would work too. Yeah, and see, so whatever way you turn it, you still get that piece in the middle. I mean, I'm saying that's my front. I'll put my sentiment on the front here. The only thing is that you'd need to, maybe you might want to leave one of them blank so you can kind of do a little bit of a sentiment with it, or add a little gift tag or something that you can write your little message on. But yeah, I thought that was quite sweet. Make a really cool Christmas card as well, but really quite easy in a way, in that there's not lots of cutting and measuring and you know, scoring and stuff. So right, I will post a picture of our little, or maybe a little video so that people can see it, but I'll post that up and get that so that you guys can have a go. Remembering all you needed was one piece of A4 cardstock and a piece of designer series paper. Definitely, Andrea, definitely. Yes. Actually, the fishing line would be quite cool, actually, because it'd give that kind of suspended look, because it's quite clear in comparison to having the string. So it might give another effect to it. You definitely could have your sentiment spinning in the middle, Andrea, Sandra. That is a really good idea. That is a really, so you could have, if you did, like when I was gonna do a circle to start with. So if you did a bigger circle, one of the cards that I saw too was a 6x6 card. So if you made it 6x6, obviously it's a little bit wider and a little bit bigger. I just really have an issue making envelopes for cards. I'd like them to just fit in a standard envelope, so that I don't have to faff about with it. But you could definitely, so if you had it as a sentiment, you know, you could cut out that oval, put your sentiment and your message on it as well. But I just like that whatever angle you look at it, it's got your little piece in the middle and it's super cute. I've got really weird languages hanging up on my screen. Okay, let's flip over and see how many prizes Andrea wins tonight, or whether she's going to share it with Melissa. Thank you, ladies, for having a go at the card. I know that life is really busy at the moment with build up to Christmas and stuff, and obviously Andrea with a new job. So I do appreciate that you've taken the time to have a go at the cards. So let's see. First prize goes to Andrea. Andrea, you can have a look at the send me one of the other pictures that you've got from last time. I've still got them sitting here, so I'll be able to post them all together. So for you and Sandra, I have got them here, but yeah, have a look and see what's there so that I can send them a lot faster to you. And Melissa, thanks for playing along, Melissa. I will get in touch with you and send you some options to choose from for your prize, and then I will post them down to you. I am sure that Melissa is a friend of Andrea's. I'm pretty sure. Where are you, Melissa? Yeah, so I appreciate the fact that you guys gave it a go and shared it with us. It's really nice to see everyone's creations. So just a reminder that I think we've got 2 more weeks of online classes. So the last Sunday, I can send it to you. Will she get it? I still have to send it. I still have to send her some options anyway. So, yeah, but I will do that. I'll send it. I'll send you some message, and yeah, so that will be, I think that'll be about all. So I will see you Wednesday night, probably on the fly again. I haven't had a chance this weekend to get anything organised for next week, but and making this together, maybe making this together is has been quite fun. So I will see you Wednesday night at 7:30, and I will be in touch with Melissa and Andrea to organise your prizes. All right, bye for now. Have a good night. Thank you.